We have to be ahead. We have to think, let money come in. How can I let money come into me? And when I release money, what are my blocks that stop me? What are my blocks that prevent me from doing it? We have to know what our blocks are. And if we can't figure out what our blocks are, then we need to get that additional support. Mentoring with Geraldine is a bite-sized practitioner podcast for naturopaths, nutritionists, herbalists, coaches, and practitioners. This podcast responds directly to the needs of you, the practicing natural therapist. We have interviews during the holiday season and business and mindset support each week, so you'll get the variety you need to enjoy and stay motivated in your practice. Don't forget to subscribe to receive the weekly episodes. And if you want to connect with me, always check the show notes, because that's where you'll find the links to book appointments and, of course, to join the Academy, the membership group where there's constant connection and community with like-minded practitioners. Now, let's get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mentoring with Geraldine and the Bite Size Podcast. How the devil are you? So here we are over the summer. It's beautiful weather here, I've got to say. I've got my cardigan on in the room though, because it gets quite chilly in my office. That's the way houses are designed here in South Australia. So last week we spoke to Carly, didn't we? And we talked about ERT and money mindset blocks. Now, when we think about the blocks to our mindset, we have to think that a little bit deeper. And what I want you to do after, listening to her again, and really thinking, what can I do that would help me and my people to understand their blocks? Yes, do the ERT, off you go. However, in the interim, because it's summer holidays, I would like you to, when you are at the shops, to really make a conscious effort of why you're purchasing something. Which side of the brain are you using? So when something's expensive, something costs a lot of money, we actually use the emotional side of the brain. What is this going to do for me emotionally? How is this going to help me with what I do? So because these are blocks we're talking about, when we think about what Carly was talking about last week, I really want you to think about the blocks around purchase, the blocks around taking money from people. What is stopping you from putting it out to the world? This is my price. Because some people's websites don't say the price. And I can never decide. I like to see what the price is so that I can decide. But at the same time, if I don't see the price, I know it's going to be expensive. So then I think, well, can I be bothered? How important is this to me, this thing, if the price isn't there? Do I need to see a price breakdown? Not necessarily, although it's always helpful. When we think about price, we can, now I'm not going to eat one, but there's the Bunnings sausage. So that's traditionally been what, $2, $2.50? I don't know. I don't eat them. I normally just give a donation to who's there. But that is a cheap buy, right? So you go in, you get your Bunnings sausage or wherever you might be, your Mush 10 sausage, I don't know, wherever your sausage sizzle is, and you've got your sausage. It's really cheap. You haven't really thought about it. You've tapped your card or you've dropped the coins, right? At 2:00 in the afternoon, you might go, yeah, it's my afternoon tea. I can have one. It's cool. Or the other half of you might go, no, it's 2:00 in the afternoon. I've had lunch and I don't want to wreck my dinner. I'm on a diet. I'm not going to have it. So there was no money block there. There was I'm on a diet block. There's an understanding. There's a discussion with yourself, right? There's an understanding of why you've done what you've done and that point that you're at in your life. When we think about, I need a new car, right? I don't need a new car, but were that a thing? I need a new car. I'm going to think about the practicalities. I'm going to think, a Lamborghini. Well, not so good in Adelaide. Can't go that fast. The roads aren't that brilliant. And there's lots of speed bumps on the road. So a Lamborghini is actually just going to be annoying, isn't it? And it's only got 2 seats. So no, I won't get a Lamborghini. I don't have children though. So 2 seats is okay. I could have a small car, but what do I carry in my car? Do I need a big boot space? These are all the things we think about when we go out to purchase. And those are the things our clients are also thinking about. They're thinking, my guts are killing me. I keep farting and burping. I'm embarrassing. I need to sort this out. And I've got a job. I work full time or I work part time. I can do this. This is something I need to sort out. They come to you fully prepared to do stuff to sort their guts out or their skin out or whatever it is. They've made that acceptance. If your prices are there and they're paying in advance, they know exactly how much it's going to cost them to work with you. They're going to know what that includes. So if they book in with me for hypnosis, they know there's 3 sessions. The first session is going to be a discussion and then a short hypnosis, and then they're going to have 2 hypnosis sessions. Book in with me for naturopathy, there's going to be 3 sessions again. And it's going to include some analyses, and it's going to include but it's not going to include supplements. So they know what the baseline cost is. They're ready for that. Okay. Just like you are, if you decide to go and buy a car, you look at all of the different things to decide, yes, it's got 2 seats. Well, this is in my budget. This is what I can do. And they're doing the same thing. They're buying a lawnmower. They're buying the groceries. They're working within their budget, and you fit in their budget, or they wouldn't have booked in with you. I mean, that's the crux of it, isn't it? They booked in with you. They know how much it's going to cost. They've paid you in advance. And another thing with paying in advance, if we think about it, is the fact that they might not see you for a fortnight or a week. And that's what they've paid you to see you is already in last time's paycheck, and next time's paycheck will be the supplements. So they've budgeted already. So we have to be ahead. We have to think, let money come in. How can I let money come into me? And when I release money, what are my blocks that stop me? What are my blocks that prevent me from doing it? How can I help myself to get rid of those blocks? Yes, ERT. But in the interim, because it is school holidays and there's no course on right now, in the interim, what blocks can you see? Can you see where they stem from? Can you see why you're putting up that block? Why you're saying, oh, can't make money in this industry. It's terrible. There's not enough people who want it. People won't give me money for it. Why not? They gave me money for it. They give me money for it every day. So, well, not every day. I don't work on a Sunday. Those Stripe notifications come through every day of the week. But we have to know what our blocks are. And if we can't figure out what our blocks are, then we need to get that additional support. So your task is over the next little bit to look at things and go, what's stopping me? Is this a logical stop in what I am doing in money or activity? What is the logical point here? Is this my little nemesis sitting on my shoulder going, ooh, don't do that. You don't want to do that now. That's really bad for you. Is it my body trying to help me? My brain. Your brain helps you. It stops you from doing things. It stops you jumping off a cliff. And it might also stop you from telling people that what you do. What is preventing you from going forward? As we talked about with Carly, is what's preventing you moving forward? Is it yourself? Is it you that prevents you from moving forward? So I'm going to leave you on that note, and I look forward to chatting with you next week. So next week, we've got Tia Brennan. And so we're going to be, it's more of a visual one. So we're going to make sure that we try verbally that we're going to be good on the podcast, because we're going to talk about margins and how we use something like the Araya Healthcare website to look at our margins and our money. So it's going to be quite practical next time. So I look forward to seeing you then, or hearing you then, or you hearing me. What is the line? Who knows? And of course, if you haven't done it already and you've made it all the way to the end of the podcast, don't forget to leave a 5-star review, because 5-star reviews are what we all need in our own business. And when we ask for 5-star reviews from our clients, when do we ask for them? We ask for them the moment they say, thank you, I feel amazing. We don't wait for the end of their package or the end of whatever it is. It's when they say, thank you, I feel great. And in this case, you've made it to the end. I hope you feel great. I hope you've got something to think about. And so I'm asking you to please give me a 5-star review as well. So have a good one. Look forward to catching up with you next week. See ya. Thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast for the weekly episodes. If you'd like even more support and learning, then the Academy is for you. Here you'll find part 2 of the herbal discussions, more clinical learning, and case studies to support your clients in practice. Bye for now.